Welcome back, everyone. Now, as you can see, I'm not in Argartha anymore. I decided to go back in the base and go to these places that I kind of walked
Welcome to my
past.
robot empire.
I didn't mean to walk past them, I just forgot. But yeah, I didn't even go here in the beta. I just went straight through to Kingsmouth. But anyway, I thought I'd stop here and show you guys and myself what this place is all about.
Tell you a little about myself? No way. I've data scraped enough matchmaking sites to know where that leads. Anyway, I'm busy tonight. Security review, compiling, benzodiazepines on the rocks. Sure, it's pretty cool down here. You probably wouldn't understand, but out behind the soundproofing and the two-way mirrors and the chemical deterrents in the guts of the labyrinth, I feel like a kid on a sleeping giant, dreaming the traffic of the world. It's not like I'm power tripping. It's mostly running numbers and server calls and, really voyeurism loses its edge after about 20 minutes of your first Illuminati office party. I'm about challenging myself with solutions for data management, and in this place I get to manage, like, all the data. Also, my therapist said I could try to ease myself slowly into enjoying human interactions through observing them.
I think she means spying on them.
I wouldn't usually come straight out with something like that, but on current projections, it's 50-50 we won't see each other again because you get killed anyway. The beauty of our system is that you're still indelibly recorded. Think of it as your 15 terabytes of fame. You will always be part of the Illuminati. In some data warehouse. Yeah, the secret world, with more major air quotes around the secret every day. I was already over it. If you want to see the most fucked up things ever, just go online. Real talk, don't act like I haven't got access to all your chat logs. Because we grew up alongside the internet. We were the first desensitized generation with our machine God-given ability to see everything wrong with the world all of the time. Even back in the 1980s, the Illuminati had predicted the internet would change everything. Not just gonzo conspiracy theorists being able to barf all over Usenet, but that in 30 years anyone could record an exorcism on their mobile phone and upload it to YouTube. No more secrets. So they had to control it. They planned out the networks like bonsai. A nip here, a tuck there, always a backdoor access. Blowing, then pricking the .com bubble, for which I am super thankful because it was a really shitty gig. And we have the kill switch for the whole thing. In case of emergency, break world. Let me guess, Rockstar, you want to know where the party's at. It's underground, and no, I can't spoof you through the security gates if you don't already have clearance. When you were headhunted, did they run that whole work hard, play hard spiel? Exactly. So because we choose the young and hungry, new hires always see this gig as slam dunking a few deals, getting loaded, and dancing badly to those rap videos we seed with all-seeing eye imagery. Don't get me wrong, it's not like that doesn't happen. They call it team building. Or sometimes team building means waterboarding, just to keep agents guessing. You really want to make the VIP list at the pyramid? I recommend finding something that makes people afraid of you, then getting really good at it. My talent is having admin-level access to all the board members' hard drives. Basically what I'm saying is no one even invites me out anymore. It sucks ass. The Templars really do have a direct line back to Babylon, yada yada, which coincidentally is pretty much where their computer literacy peaked. Millions in old money, heavily armed goon squads across the world, but security vulnerabilities like you wouldn't believe. I'm talking plain text passwords. If they roll up and tell you they're gonna save your soul, you say, "Guys, I wouldn't trust you to save my credit card info." They got hit by rapid modernization really hard, clocked on their asses hard, and never really recovered enough to stop us climbing over them. I can't sympathize, but I can understand it. Imagine your institution is built on knowledge being power, and now anyone with a web browser can be like, "Here you go, boom, cover-to-cover scans of the Key of Solomon." That sound you hear, like breaking China? It's the sound of 1,000 little oligarch dreams collapsing around them. History isn't written by the victors anymore. It's rewritten by the Wikipedia vandals. Oh, I love these guys. Really fun from a predictive security perspective, trying to guess what they'll come up with next if even their agents don't know. They've always gone hard on the secret part of secret society. I wouldn't call them really web-facing, but they're pros, naturals, at weaponizing the internet. See, back when the information was precious and traveled slowly, the Dragon worked silently. Now we have so many sources that can be triggered immediately. They can be as loud as they like in the information chaos. The world being how it is, and people being how they are, it just takes one scare gone viral, one tweet to set it off. In the hysteria of heightened awareness, our chances of isolating the event that's actually happening are like zip. So, we become as paranoid as those numerology conspiracy nuts who think math is an Illuminati plot, and we jump at everything that goes wrong. Sometimes it really was the Dragon. Sometimes your day just sucked. Lose, lose. Right. The happy self-improvement Church of the Apocalypse. Fastest growing web presence of the decade, because their new followers drop out of other social networks. The networks are freaking out, offering Morning Light the metrics they sell to advertisers. It's wild. Average global response time for a Morning Light representative to hit a forum thread discussing trigger topics like unemployment, depression, economic uncertainty is 45 minutes. We looked into it, and there's no spam bots, no automation. That means thousands of manual searches and responses. Hello, crazy cult. And still, Morning Light are filed under not an issue on our grand plan, even though our spooks are all, hello, red flag, red flag. It's like we've got a game of internet chicken going on to see who blinks and commits an atrocity first. Maybe the situation right now is where that's got us. Well, you know it's not my place to talk policy unless it's IT policy. Not like anybody pays any attention to that either. I'm wasted here. No, I mean I really am wasted.
I can see that. Well, you enjoy your pizza and your whatever you're drinking. And I guess I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Or maybe not at all. I don't think I went down here either, so this is different too.
Hi.
This is the communication. As you can see, they got cameras everywhere. They're spying on the whole city.
My name is Henry Cicero, and I am your personal voice in the U.S. Senate. You need something to be made law? I am your man. My loyalty to the Illuminati is absolute. Your lawyers made damn sure of that. Now, some might debate my loyalty to the people who voted for me. But democracy is not about serving the interests of every simple-minded Joe Schmo out there who, quite frankly, has no idea what's good for him. No. Democracy is about getting shit done while maintaining the illusion that the people's voices are heard. You guys understand that?
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Are we just delusional? Are we being shown the illusion of having control? Like we get to vote on who we want for president and such? Or is it all just a cover? Is it really some group running things behind our eyes?
You know, I really like you guys. And not just because you know how to hold your liquor. You've got this pulling the strings from the shadows act down to an art. There isn't a single decision-making body left in the country where the Illuminati don't have any representatives, and yet nobody knows who you are. If you don't like something, you get someone to change it. If you can't change it, you buy it, and then change it anyway. Kudos, my friends. It's the American way. The secret world and me, we have the most perfect of arrangements. I get all the perks and none of the pain. I'm invited to all the parties. I get to fight my battles in the relative safety of the Senate, and nobody's relying on me to save the world. And let's not kid ourselves. That last bit, it's a good thing for all of us. I don't know how you guys do it. I can only count on the fact that you do.
Do they expect us to handhold all these new hires?
Don't be a stranger.
It's a total kumbaya in here.
There's not much else in the base to explore. I went everywhere else, and that's pretty much it. Those are the main areas that I showed you from this video and the previous videos. Yeah, there's not much left. I did go around the city and collect additional lores that I missed. They're not too hard to find. You just basically walk around and you can see them. If anyone out there is watching that can tell me what exactly you get for collecting all the lores, I would like to know. So leave me a comment telling me what you get from collecting all those little lore icons. My guess is that all you get from it is the knowledge of what the lore is about, but that's just my guess. Sorry for my poor navigation skills. This place is rather laggy. Everybody's here from all the different groups. It's kind of like the melting pot. Everybody's thrown into this area, from the Templars, the Dragons, and the Illuminati. I'm kind of curious how many Templars and Illuminati and Dragon there are. Like how many are in each individual group. Although I know that number changes all the time with new players continuing to come in, but just, a rough estimate, I'm wondering. But I guess the only ones who know that are the developers themselves. I have discovered an anima well. This is where I will resurrect if I get killed. Well, assuming I'm close to it. It always takes you to the closest anima well. When you die.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys. Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite beans, Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you go shooting for trouble. Illuminati may have legacy on Solomon Island, but you folks gave that up for the high life and the low road. Sure, you can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with him. If I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire, you'll come to the sheriff's office. Kid, whatever your reasons for being here, you find out what those people died for, and you bring a reckoning.
I'll brain a reckoning of bullets.
This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be, but nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man. I come from the South. The real old South. My partner Wolf and I ride for a higher authority. When you need to know us, you'll know us. You got a whole lot to learn about the secret world first, kid. And when you're all learned up, then you gotta understand what you learned. Kinda like peeling the layers off an onion. Probably be as much weeping involved, too. Won't lie to you. Won't talk down to you, neither. You and me, we're the same. I'm just a little more experienced is all. And experience don't count for much these days. We've been stretched out thin as gauze. And we need all the cool heads and steady hands we can get. Thought I had a measure of the absolute darkness in this world. The darkness waiting its turn, patient as all hell to come through. Turns out I was wrong. So, guess we both got some learning to do. Too much going wrong for such a little island. But this is how it always starts. As I've borne witness more times than I care to remember. Begins with a single act. Usually someone being damn stupid, damn greedy, or both. Let me tell you, kid, that kind is the worst kind. Then it just piles on and piles on. And once that cellar door's open, ain't no one wedging the damn thing shut again. You won't find ordinary people in a place like Solomon Island. They've all been touched. Because, you see, here's the thing about the secret world. It's the kind of secret that spreads. The kind that sticks. Hell, that's how myth and legend got going. On a whisper. Passed door to door, gone viral. Mighty dangerous things to get into people's heads. That's why most myths are 99% warning. Yeah, about as effective as the ones they slap on a packet of smokes. So, Illuminati. Huh. You guys have been missed around these parts. Just take a look and see. Put on one hell of a homecoming parade for you. Now, I saw a head office sweeping the shit under the rug on TV, but if they sent you out, I guess they're trying corporate responsibility on for size, huh? Only they don't really do responsibility now, do they? I understand. It's the pioneer spirit of the American century. Home of the brave and all. I'd sure be the one to talk now, wouldn't I? Or is it because the Templars are digging here now? Sniffing at old bones? I reckon they've been waiting a long time for the Illuminati to slip up. Ain't no quarrel like an old-fashioned quarrel. Well, you listen, kid, I ain't here to pass no judgment. Find the measure yourself. And if it should match up with the company you keep, well, then I tip my hat to you. Society is what keeps us apart from the dark.
Okay, that's a good stopping point. I'll end the video here and we'll go kill some zombies after this in the next video. So, see you next time. Take care and have a great day.